Welcome to WhatsQ. Today we have taken this short session on this agreement for sale under RERA. So we are going to see that how under RERA the performa of an agreement for sale will look alike and what are the compulsory content will be incorporated under agreement for sale under RERA, because previously there was no standard format prescribed by the government for agreement for sale. It's agreement for sale means agreement for sale of property by an developer to a buyer of a property. So there is a performer and there is a basic information that will be captured and that will be required to be mentioned in agreement under RERA. So let's look at this performer and the basic details that are required under this agreement for sale. So if you see this agreement for sale that is issued, it is applicable for union territories without the legislature, even with the state union which is having the legislature, that will be, they will be having their own agreement for sale template, but it will be in accordance with in broader sense it will be in principle same as this template or performa is. This is issued by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation of Government of India on 31st October 2016. So first let's look at this. So this is chapter preliminary. It is applicable for entire India except Jammu and Kashmir. This agreement for sale. Agreement for sale is to be formed in as per annexure. So if any agreement for sale need to be entered under RERA, it should be the performance should be as per the annexure, and annexure what details need to be mentioned in should be in annexure. So annexures will have the various details, and any application letter, allottee letter or any other document etc. not to affect the agreement for sale. So these are the terms that has been defined under agreement for sale under RERA Act. Now let's look at the annexure, what is agreement for sales provide for the following details. So it provides that duties and responsibilities of the promoter and the allottees. So agreement for sale must provide for the duties and responsibility of each and every person involved in agreement, even promoter and also the allottee. Allottee means a buyer, and promoter you can say a seller or a developer. Then the details of cost of apartment or plot that will be that should be mentioned in agreement for sale. And the details of cost of garage or covered parking if any. Then there is a mode of payment, how the payment should be made or payment will be made under agreement for sale. And the matter relating to the compliance of law relating to remittances, and matter regarding adjustment or appropriate payment made by the allottee, time being of essence, and construction of the project as per plans etc. Schedule of possession of apartment. He should also provide for the date by which he will make the delivery of the project, and then there is a representation and warranties of the promoters. And now let's see what are the else that will be constitute this agreement for sale. That in the event of default, the consequences by the promoter or allottee, then what will be the, like if there is any default from the promoter side or from the allottee side, how it will be settled, and what will be the responsibility, what will be the liability, that should be given the provision in agreement for sale. So these annexures must be forming the part of agreement for sale. Then there is a conveyance of apartment, then there is a maintenance of building apartment project, how it will be carried out, defect liability, how it will be taken care of, then right to enter the apartment for repairs and usage of basement and service area, how it will be allowed to use, then the general compliance with respect to apartment, compliance of law, notification etc. by the parties includes promoter as well as allottees, additional construction if any is going to happen, then how that should be the forming the part of agreement for sale. Then the promoter not to mortgage or create a charge, then promoter applicable on allottee, subsequent allottee, issue of notice and dispute resolution. It should also provide, Nexus should also provide that how the dispute and will be resolved if any arise under between promoters and allottee, and how the notice will be served. Promoters to provide the description of apartment, plot, garage, covered parking, provide the floor plan and the payment plan, provide the specification, amenities, facilities forming part of apartment, and provide the specification forming the part of project. So in broader sense, you can understand that government want that to avoid the future dispute between any promoter and allottee. They want to capture each and every details of the terms of agreement in the annexure form, and these details will serve as an standard format for the agreement or contract between promoters and allottee, and accordingly agreement for sale will be carried out, and annexures will be the forming the part of agreement for sale, and nothing will anything if these things are specified in agreement for sale, it will help to avoid the future litigation and any misleading from the either of the party involved in the contract. So if you like our video, please click subscribe button, and for join us for future video. Watch our next video for more details on the subject.